We have an absolutely devastating story. This is coming out of Houston, where the family of a man named Walter Hutchins is saying, we need justice now. He was effectively ambushed and murdered by rogue bounty hunters. You can see Walter Hutchins here. And according to the Houston Police Department, they said the preliminary information suggests that the bounty hunters were hired by a local bail bond company to track him down. And that police lieutenant told reporters that he believed that Hutchins has some credit card abuse, a couple of family violence, and I think maybe a burglary or something like that. So to give you an idea of what the stakes are in tracking down and apprehending Hutchins, that's what it is. So the lieutenant said that the two men, these bounty hunters, effectively identified themselves to Hutchins during the arrest and wore vests and badges, and that they approached him, were met with gunfire from the vehicle. They fired their rifle, according to the police, quote, only a couple of times, hitting him, quote, across the top of the head. This total minimization of the fact that they were shooting him. There's also a lot of reasons to believe that what the police have said about this, not true anyway. Their attorney, Robert Hilliard, says that according to surveillance video from a nearby store, the men did not announce themselves before they started shooting. They were wearing normal street clothes. To make matters worse, the video indicates that Hutchins may have been trying to back away from the two men before he was shot. And they dispute that he fired first, saying that effectively these guys got out of their van, started shooting. Hutchins was dead within 5 seconds of them exiting the vehicle. And according to other people who do this sort of thing, these effectively bounty hunters, like Christopher Powell says, it's obviously late at night, just running up on someone in plain clothes. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if you're gang affiliated, if you're doing a robbery, if you're about to steal their car. This is the most obvious stuff in the world. Now we're having this debate over very fundamental parts of the story about what they were wearing, who shot first. Apparently there's video. That is the only chance, Viviana, we ever have for justice.
Yeah, it really is, because it's he said, she said all the time. And I may be vigilante dragon, but I'm not into vigilante justice. And these bounty hunters have shown that they take it way too far. And really, at the end of the day, it's just for coin in their pocket. So they just murdered this man for money.
And look, and again, look at the stakes. He may have had a burglary, credit card abuse.
It doesn't even matter.
About the no-knock warrant, the guy had stolen a pit bull puppy. Cops bust in again. Now, thankfully, in that case, it didn't result in a person dying. But can we have some evaluation of the stakes? Like when, like there was a guy who was pulled over for a traffic violation, and he ran away, and they shot him in the back. It was a traffic violation.
It's disgusting.
Like when you are holding a gun, you apparently like not only feel all powerful, but totally free of any consequence whatsoever. You get to decide who lives and dies, and there will be no ramifications for that all too often. So anyway, there's a lot that we don't know about this. The story will continue to develop, but this is on our radar. Looks really bad as of this point.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.